first ever episode of Always Invest. I am your host, the one and only Will Builder Stock. It's not just a name, it's a belief, it's a phrase. It's what we hope to go with this. I've been investing for about 7 years now, so I'm still learning it, but I feel like I know it enough at this stage to help somebody that don't know anything about it. And that's what I am. I'm independent. I'm not out here working for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this right here a little bit more. So if you see anything or hear anything encouraging from what I'm giving you on this episode, please do share it with those you know, share it with those you love, and those you want to see grow. Because I need people like you to chime in so we can help this thing grow. This is what I want to do, man. I want to help people outside of ministering the word of God and doing everything else I do in the kingdom. I want to help people when it comes to this investing. So this is the first ever episode, and this is season 1 of Always Invest. This is just a new podcast edition. I've done several other podcasts. You can check all that out on YouTube, and I'm streaming right now on all my platforms right now. So for those of you that was watching NBA 2K gameplay, that's gonna be back up in a sec. Just let me spit this to you real quick, and then it's back to watching the gameplay. Appreciate all y'all supporters, man. I'm reaching about close to about thousand folk right now, so that's a blessing. All right, so the title for today is Unlocking the Market: Why Everyone Should Invest Even If You Think You Can't. So investment is something everybody can do. It don't matter how much money you make. It's something you need to do. And for so long we felt like only rich folk were the ones that's investing. The thing is, if you invest, it can make you rich, but you don't have to be rich to invest. And that's what I'm trying to encourage people to do. Like, it don't matter how much money you got, just get involved. Start doing it. Start from the smallest thing you could think of, and just do it. First of all, you got to understand what you want to invest in and how much you want to invest in. So it's many things you can invest in. I do invest in a lot of other stuff, but I started off with stock, and I started on Robinhood. I got portfolios on several different platforms, but you could start wherever you familiar at. A lot of people use Cash App, so I would encourage you to go ahead and start on Cash App. Start investing right there. So first of all, what is stock? Stock is capital raised by a business or a corporation through the issue of subscription of shares. So first of all, the fact that I'm talking about ownership, a lot of people ain't gonna chime in. So that's just what it is. It's unfortunate, but that's the reality. When it comes to the true things about society and what's real, a lot of people don't chime in. So you chiming in on this, whether it's just one or two, you a chosen few, and you want to do something different in life. So I appreciate you chiming in, and you got to make that decision on what you want to invest in, and you got to just do it, even if ain't nobody doing it. Even if you the first one to do it, you got to do it. Like, ain't nobody show me how to invest. It wasn't talked about when I was coming up. It wasn't in my household. We ain't have it like that to try to put money away. And even when I started investing, I ain't have it like that. But I still don't have it like that. But I still do it because it's a good practice, and you got a substantial amount of opportunity to grow and do something good financially. And in my opinion, it's better than playing a lottery. It's better than going to these arcades, doing that. So when you invest into a stock, you get a ownership of that company. I don't care if it's a portion or a fraction of it. I'd rather have a fraction of a company than give a company a fraction of my time. And we so good and cool with giving our time to these people, get 8 to 9, 10 hours a day, and you get a little money, go pay your bills and all that. But I don't know about y'all, but that ain't living, man. That ain't living. So that's why I'm out here hustling and doing what I can, You see me up on all these scenes doing all I can. That's because I'm trying to do something. And obviously, what I've been doing ain't working. That's why I'm trying this. And this is the way to go, man. This is investing in, and I'm telling you, everybody not doing this. So it's so much opportunity to get wealth and stack your money the right way. So if you got a share of a company, you a share of ownership. You know, you hit you up when meetings happen and stuff like that. And even if you gotta work your way to it, man, ownership is a beautiful thing. And the good thing I like about investing in stock is I ain't got to go clock in at nobody business. You know what I mean? I buy stock and I sit on it, and get what? I'm an owner, and you can own as many stocks as you want, as many shares as you can afford, and that's a good thing. That sounds good to my ear. So I started off with the stock game, and you can start off with stock and just buy as many shares as you can, or buy a few if you don't want to worry about risk. It's always risk in investing, but on the real is risk every day we live. You know, there's no day is promised. We don't know, what's gonna happen if we leave out the house. We just hope to get back home. So you could live like everything, every moment and every day promised, but in all reality, it's not. Nothing is promised. But you have an opportunity to make decisions today that could affect your future and affect the future of the children you got. And I'm gonna tell you like this: just like air we breathe, everybody need to be investing, and you can always invest. And I ain't just talking about money. It's so many things I'm gonna cover and unravel with this podcast. But the most important thing you can invest in is yourself and your faith in your creator. And I ain't talking about just anybody. You hear what I'm saying? But anyway, so you invest in stock, all right? And you got bonds. A bond is an investment or security that's essentially a loan from an investor to a company or government. When the investor buys a bond, they're lending money to the insurer. So when you buy a bond, you're giving the person that's lending money to lend to the government. So we go to the bank and we apply for loans. Some of us can't even get loans. But you could invest into somebody that's offering loans to the government. I don't know about y'all, but I'd rather have my money in the bonds where I'm getting paid for interest than paying loans where I'm having to pay back interest. And we get so accustomed to giving away our money, like paying interest. We living in inflation right now. Everything high. And we get used to that. And before you know it, you don't live the life of consumerism. And you can't be rich by consuming. At some point you gotta chime back on your spending. And that's something I'm still working on today. You gotta chime back on your spending and start making your money work for you. And you can't wait till you get older. Now, if you just finding out and you older, then you got to do it now. But if you young, you got the opportunity to change your future. You need to do it now. You know what I'm saying? And the best time to do it is when ain't nobody talking about it. So you invest in some bonds. Other thing you can invest in is ETFs. ETFs is an exchange traded fund. That's what it stands for. It's basically an investment basket. It's just a basket full of stocks and bonds. You ain't got to worry about managing it. Somebody else is managing it for you. If something go down drastically and it is affecting the whole basket, they'll get rid of it. But most of the time, the investment is good. One thing I like about stock, people are like, oh man, the stock market up and down, up and down. Hey, we up and down. Who ain't up and down? Everybody up and down. But one thing about it, stock is going to always keep going up eventually. You know what I mean? Coca-Cola was little at one point, and it's always up. Bitcoin was 4 cents. I wish I would have got it at 4 cents in 2010. Man, I wish I would have got it at 4. I probably wouldn't even be doing this. But anyway, Bitcoin was 4 cents, and now 40 something thousand. And you got coins out here now, like Doge and She, people laugh at it. But look, man, She popped up in I think if I wasn't mistaken, 2021. I rode that wave. Seen more money than I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't changed my life. But I'm saying it's so much opportunity. That's why I advise people to invest in Sheeb. And the more I do this, I let y'all know, what I invest in, what I'm looking towards, because I can only speak on what I do. I can't speak on what nobody else do. And if you rock with me, then I turn you on how I make moves. I'm not saying that you gonna get the same results, but if you don't know a way and somebody willing to show you a way, then that's what it is. And if you believe in what I'm showing you and it's a blessing to you, then you could show it to somebody you know and somebody you care about. And I'm willing to do a one-on-one meeting to help you get your portfolio straight. You feel me? The one-on-one meeting ain't free, but I could help you get your money in the right way. So that's I open that up on Zoom. You could reach out to me through email willbitterstock@gmail.com, or leave a comment on willbitterstock.tv where the blog at, or reach out on any of the platforms and set an appointment date, and we could make that happen, and we could have a meeting one-on-one, and I show you on Zoom how to get your portfolio on point. And then if you need an advisor along the way, I'll be there. Just set an appointment. And if you can't do it, turn somebody else on. Tell your people, and the more people I can help, the more I can help. That's just what it is. So you got asset location too. Asset location involves dividing your investment among different assets, such as stocks, bonds, and cash. The asset allocation decision is a personal one. So you do it how you want to do it. The allocation that works best for you changes at different times in your life, depending on how long you have to invest and your ability to tolerate risk. So everything is based on risk, and you're going to have risks that the next person may not have. So you got to invest what you consciously can, and you got to be willing to invest what you don't mind losing. And you got to invest how you want to invest. Some people just want to do all stocks. Some people just want to do all crypto. Some people want to do all ETFs. You know what I'm saying? Some people invest in NFTs. It's whatever you want to do. Like I try to get my hands in everything I can as far as investing. I like to see money move, so I might do precious metals. Do a little stock, crypto, but what I'm real heavy in is stock and crypto, because stock in particular, I like the idea of getting dividends. So how I do it, I invest and I hold. So you got basics to investing. Say for instance you don't want to get investing in your own. Well, you got a couple different ways you could do that. You get 401k with your company. So if you're gonna work for somebody, you might well get 401k. Get that, and that's helping putting money away for your retirement. It ain't gonna be enough for you to live off of, but it's better than nothing. So you get that going for yourself. If you want to be hands off, you put in about 2, 3, 4, 5, 8%, 10%, whatever you want to do, and your company will match that. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna invest in some stocks on your behalf. All right, or you can get an IRA. A lot of companies now, a lot of brokerage companies now allow you to do your own IRA, and what IRA is similar to a 401k. It's just you picking the investments. So if you want to do it on your own, you could do it like that, or you could do them all. Like I do them all. 401k, IRA, I do that, and I invest on my own as well on top of that. And you could build your savings and your retirement. So your savings is for emergency. What you want to do is you want to limit your credit card usage. Credit is good if you need to get a loan to make a big purchase. But if you can't pay off that loan, it ain't no point in getting no loan. So you use your savings like you would a credit card. And your credit card is just keeping your credit up. So you get your savings, boom, that's for emergencies. You know what I'm saying? You need to get the roof fixed and insurance ain't covered, and boom, that's what that's for. But when it come down to your investments, that's for you to be straight for the rest of your life. And you need to have a number. You gotta have a number that you want that's gonna take care of you the rest of your life. If let's just say 100,000 is what's gonna take care of you for the rest of your life, just a number, or a meal. You gotta have that number, and you gotta remember, I gotta pay taxes on that when I pull that out. So that's what your goal is. When you hit that number, I would advise, don't sell. Get a little bit over that because you want to leave something in too. And then if it's enough for the rest of your life, boom, take your money and live. But if you know money, the more you put into the market, the more you're going to come back. So I like, my method is have a number at the same time, but I like dividends. So I want to be able to live off dividends. And when it comes to that, you could do what you want to do, because most banks now, they offer spending accounts. Not banks, but brokerage companies. So if you got a brokerage company like a Robinhood, they got a spending account, and you getting dividends, and your portfolio good, you ain't gotta sell nothing, and you ain't even gotta take it out there and put it in the bank. Because banks and brokerage companies insure a certain amount of money. So you take it out, you might have to pay. You're gonna have to pay taxes, or you put it in the bank. You got to find out how much they insure. You put too much in there. You put 300,000 in there, and they only insure for 250,000. They get hacked, and all your money gone. You only insure for 250,000, so you short $50,000. So you got a brokerage company with a spending account. You put a little bit in that spending account. That's what you live with, pay your bill with, do that, boom, and you ain't even gotta go to the bank. So they making it easy for you not to use banks. It's still a use for banks, but I prefer stocks and stuff like that. I got, saving is good too, but 1%, 3% a year, like, how old you gonna be before you actually get a return? If you ain't got a lot of money, I'm talking to people that ain't got it like that. But if you ain't got it like that, you trying to make it, how you gonna make it with 1, 2, 3%? So you gotta put your money in some stock or something, in some crypto. Alright? So some of the common investment mistakes to avoid that I had to learn, one common mistake is not doing it when you hear about it. That's a mistake. As soon as you hear somebody talking about a way for you to get wealth, you need to be on it. We need to be on it. So when you hear about it, get started. It's so easy now. You could download an app, get them your information, and get involved ASAP. If it's just the $5, get involved as soon as you hear. So that's mistake number one. I'm gonna help you not make. Mistake number two is when you see a stock that's green, meaning it don't went up, that don't mean it's a good time to buy. I had to learn that green don't always mean buy. It may be a good point of sale, but not a point of buy. Cause once you buy when it don't risen up, then it's a good chance to go down. And when I first started, that's what I used to do. I see something green, it's a good stock, I buy it, boom. Before you know, a week later, it went down. You buy when it's red, it's on sale. Now I ain't saying it won't keep going down. Sometimes stuff keep going down, and you gotta sell, but you got a better chance of catching it. You know what I'm saying, on the downside than on the upside, cause it'll go up eventually. And if you could hold on to crypto and your portfolio good, then you cool. Then you good, because crypto is way more volatile than stock. And the portfolios I've been managing, I'm able to keep my portfolio constantly going up, and I don't have to watch my portfolio every day. I don't even have to pay attention to it. I know what it's gonna do. I don't know what the market gonna do, but I trust my method, and I can hold on to something for 3-4 months, and then I look at it, boom. All right, I'll let it go. Some stuff I've been holding for some stuff I done bought and sold multiple times. I don't need. It's probably a couple stocks that I've been holding on to for years. It's some crypto I definitely been holding on to for years. And when it comes to the crypto, it ain't nothing better than Bitcoin. This is what it is. And they almost all of them almost in circulation. So once they be in circulation, there ain't gonna be no more mining, and it's gonna either skyrocket or go down. Which I doubt that's gonna happen because Bitcoin is 52% of the whole market, whole crypto market. So you want to build a portfolio from scratch? You know, I'm willing to do a meeting and I help you build your portfolio. And I showed you what types of stock to invest in. One thing I like to tell people is think about the stock. Think about the place that you love to spend money at. And 9 times out of 10, that's gonna be a stock right there. So you already support them because you're spending money with them. So you might well invest in it and try to get a return on what you be spending. Like I like shoes. At one point, I kind of protested against Nike a little bit. You know, back when the whole Kanye and Kyrie thing, but you know, I got back on the Nike train, you know, as a businessman though. You know, I like the Jays, you know what I'm saying? I like what they do. They top notch when it comes to making basketball shoes. They top notch. They about like Bitcoin in they market. So anyway, I bought some Nike stuff. If I'm gonna buy the shoes, I'm gonna buy the stock. And to this day, if I want to manufacture, and you got Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, and you got an opportunity to partner with one of them to make your shoes come to life, I'm going with Nike. When somebody good at what they doing, they good at what they doing. Now you represent what you represent, how you want to represent it. You feel me? If I want to speak a certain language and I want to articulate a message, then that's got to be in my contract for it to be like that. But you can't make them shots if you ain't got you can't call them shots and you ain't got them got that type of what I'm saying, money. And whether you like it or not, everybody know money is power. That don't change, man. That don't change with your skin color. Only thing that changes is who got it. And the problem is certain folk got it and it's out here for everybody to get. But people don't think they could get it. So I'm trying to get it and show people the way. That's why I like the method behind Robin Hood. You remember the old story. You think they on Wall Street just cause you think they named it that just cause of a story? Nah, they changed the game. And that's why I mess with it. So you want to get help building this portfolio with a little bit of risk? I can help you. And if you get on eToro, I got a public portfolio on eToro that I'm working on, and you could actually follow me on eToro. We'll build a stock, and comment and all that, and get some insight on a fly, real life. Now all my portfolios ain't public, but for that particular reason, I did that on eToro, and I like the fact that they offer that. So again, when you investing, you gotta have a goal. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm invest." You gotta have a goal. And the first thing I say about a goal, it go back to what I say: pick a number. What your number is, add up how much it costs for you to live, and add up your extravagant dream, what you want, all that stuff, your house, your mansion, all that, who you want to take care of, all that, have kids, all that. Add all that up. Draw the number, because if you don't see it, you ain't gonna plan for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's $1 trillion. You can't just say, "I want $1 trillion." You don't know how to spend it. Write it up, and that's what you build for. Because you believe it or not, you can spend $1 trillion. You can, but you ain't gotta spend it like a consumer spend money. You could spend it as a businessman. You could. Or businesswoman, you could buy all the stocks you want with $1 trillion if you got it. Buy all the stocks you want. Majority owner. And ain't nobody even got to know. So pick your goal. Get your number. Alright? Now the thing about this number, if this number can't change your life from today after taxes for the rest of your life, it's a low number. It's a low number. So if you can't even fathom millions and billions of dollars, ain't even no point in trying to get to it. You know what I mean? It's like you gonna win a lottery, before you know it, a month later you broke. So think about it, build towards it, and if it's a number that's gonna change your life for the rest of your life, that's what we're working towards. All right. Some people may have a reserve when it comes to uh investing. Oh, the market is too volatile, or what if we go through a recession? Oh, what about inflation? Oh, I'm gonna lose money. Let me ask you this: all that stuff you hear about the market, do those people invest? So if you listen to people that don't invest and not an expert, I'm not even saying I'm an expert, but I've been doing it. You feel me? I'm not just out here talking. I had to work to get to a place where I got confidence to where I could help people. And I've been helping people on the background for years. Now I'm just trying to broaden the gap and open it up and help more people. So if you listen to people that don't practice it and don't do it, that in itself is a bad investment. And when you invest, it's not just investing in monetarily materialistic things. And that's what you're going to learn from this podcast. Invest in you to a point where you could flourish. Invest in your mind, invest in your heart, invest in your time, invest in your relationships. Everything in life can be an investment, how you look at it. We got to stop thinking about consuming. At some point, you got to invest. And the most important thing you can invest in is yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody going to treat you like you going to treat you. All right? So I hope, you know what I'm saying, that I help somebody with this first ever episode with unlocking the market and why everyone should invest, even if you think you can't. If you were encouraged by this episode, please do me a favor, all right? Don't just scroll because I need the help. If you encourage, share this with somebody, all right? Share it with somebody, bookmark it, like it, follow Will Bitterstock everywhere you see that name at. It's all me. Follow it and go to the link tree. And it's a lot more other stuff that I got that may help somebody. You know what I mean? So if you can't set up a meeting or anything, just share it with somebody. You know, I try to do this every Monday, and hopefully it grow. And the more people I could communicate with and converse with, then that give me more material. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I think this is something good. I'm passionate about this investing thing, and I feel like I can help somebody. And at the end of the day, that's all I want to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end, yeah, we all want to make money and everything, but money ain't what drive me. Being free financially is what drive me. Being able to get to a place in life where I can help people that look like me or people that may have backgrounds like me. You know, to have an opportunity to do that. That's what drives me, and doing it all from a kingdom perspective and being true, like that's what drives me. You know, money don't mean nothing if you ain't got no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to help you get freedom. Don't you want to stop going to work and clocking in, clocking out on somebody else's clock? What your time look like? Well, don't you want to get a phone call from somebody and say, "Hey man, I want to meet with you"? You be like, "Yo, what?" They be like, "What's your time look like?" Don't you want to check your schedule and check your time? Don't you want to own your time? If you want to own your time, get with me. You know what I'm saying? Follow everything Will Bitterstock, and we're gonna do this together. Will Bitterstock. And if you ain't with it, you gonna get with it on the back end because something gonna happen. You hear me? I want to be part of something that's gonna happen. I don't want to be part of something that's happening or something that used to be. I want to be a part of something that's happening because that's the future. All right, man. That's it for the show today. I hope y'all be blessed till the next time. Izzy.